So we have a promise for you today. We will go out here and show you exactly how to get your first wholesaling real estate deal in the next 30 days, right?
Absolutely.
30 days, your first wholesaling real estate deal. We are going to completely change your life today on how you can get your first 30 days, get your first deal. And so what we're going to do is show you our exact framework on how to make $100,000 your first year in wholesaling, but really my 30-day action plan on how to get your first deal in 30 days. This is the same process that I used to make over $100,000 my first year wholesaling. And how much your first year?
Around $200,000.
So that exact framework. And also, what we're going to do is show you our 10-step action plan for you today that has helped me close over 2,000 deals, you over 3,000 deals, and so combine over 5,000 deals from just 10 simple steps. It's what we're going to promise you today. Now, the way we're explaining this to you is we're not here to tell you what to do. We're not your wholesaling real estate guru. What we do is we walk the walk. And what do we mean by this? If you're going to trust the information a crazy 24-year-old is screaming at you, and just some random guy on the internet, why are you going to listen to us? We're going to explain it. We walk the walk. And what we mean by this is if you're going to trust us, your time, your effort to go out here and start wholesaling real estate, I'm telling you right now, you better trust what we have to say, because if you waste your time with a stupid guru, you're going to get taken for it. And so no other guru has the receipts. No other guru really can share anyone how they do well. And me and Rick say this in the most humblest way possible. There's not one person, not one, that has given more people their first wholesaling deal than us. It's crazy, but it's true. And so we walk the walk. And what we're going to do is kind of flex a little on you, maybe on the wholesaling gurus, of exactly why you should listen to us and why we're going to give the opportunity to get rich wholesaling real estate without any money. And so these are people in the past 30 days that got their first deal or got a deal just from basically our stuff, and they basically paid us no money. And so if you want to listen to us, don't listen to us. See what the results. And so Eli right here made over $5,000. Which is that, Jeff, right?
It's not like a Jeff P.
No, so Jeff, he made $4,500. Jeff Rose, like these are real people, right?
Yeah, look at the dates. And I want you to understand this. We don't go out and ask for testimonials. Do you know it is like guru culture to like grab testimonials for people just under contract so they can sell a course? Listen, we want you to have success. Our mission is to get you started in wholesaling and get you successful. By me going out and asking for testimonials, it's somewhat biased. So our site we put up there, Wholesaling Houses for Real, people just put up and they want to tell everyone, hey, listen, I used it. It worked. Check it out.
Exactly. And so Jeff Rose here made $4,500. These are all people in the past 30 days, okay? Past 30 days. Daniel, $30,000. Shout out to Daniel. These are real people. Like, you can message Daniel and say, hey, did Zach actually teach you wholesaling for free? Yeah. And he has the proof and he has the pictures there, right? Brian, $12,000. These aren't fake names. Brenda, 18 grand. Sebastian, $2,000. Evan, $2,500. Lloyd, $18,780. Look at the date. Look at the title company. Rock made $1,500. Raven made $10,000. This is just a month, just the past 30 days, right? And these are people that are sending us stuff, right? These aren't people that aren't sending us anything, right? Jane made $9,057, kind of a random amount. Corey made $2,250. So Brady made $7,000 there. D made $7,100. Jason made a whopping $34,000. Damien made $1,000. Jackson made $61,000. Guys, we can go on. Like, these aren't all the testimonials, but like, are you getting sick of this? Like, is this a testimonial video? No. Okay.
No.
I know you're sick of it. Like, okay, boom, boom, boom. It just doesn't stop. Like, my inbox is full of people doing deals. And so you're probably watching this. You're like, come on, let me be the next guy, right? You want to get into it. Yeah. You want to be the next person. You want it to be you. You're watching this video because you want to be just like these people. But how do you do it? We're here to show you. And so if you're sick of this, let's go. Let's get it going. So how much do these people pay me, right? Is this part of my $5,000 wholesaling guru program, and Zach's here to get my money. No, okay. How much do these people pay me? They pay me $0. They pay me $0.
How can that be?
Crazy, right? Guys, I'm not your wholesaling guru. I'm not gonna be the guy that's trying to sell you this $15,000 program, hop on a coaching call. That's not me. These people learn from me for free, and I walk the walk. Me and Rick do this business for real. We're not your wholesaling guru, none of this stuff. The information in wholesaling real estate, the information that you need to get into financial freedom should always be free. It should never be paid. It should always be free. And that's my promise to you. Now, again, do we need any other proof to listen to us? I don't know. But guys, I have helped more wholesalers get their first wholesaling deal than anybody else in the history of wholesaling real estate. Me and Rick combined, we have over 250,000 active students in freewholesaling.com. This is a completely true fact. Verify it. It's a lot of people, right? Now, on top of this too is, we're not the richest wholesalers in the country. Humbly, we're not the richest ones, okay? I'm not claiming, and there's wholesaling gurus claiming to make $100 million a year in revenue, which I know is fake, but we're not claiming that. Now, we've done over 5,000 combined wholesaling deals, so we're not no broke wholesaling guru, but like, we're not the richest I know wholesalers making more than me, right? I'm not the guy telling you I'm making $100 million wholesaling houses. That's not the business that I set for myself, and honestly, I don't want to be working that type of life. We're kind of the guys here to make hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, but like, we're not here to go out here and kill ourselves. But like, we're not the richest wholesaler, but we're the only ones that give it out for free.
Yeah, and guys, I got back in wholesaling in 2003 to really escape my boss. I hated him with a passion, and honestly, I was just getting by. I was trying to keep up with the Joneses, and I honestly did it for freedom. And when I did that, he was around 3, and kind of the rest is history. I got it to get freedom on my time. And how you define wealth, it's more than money. Have you ever met someone that has a lot of money and they're miserable? Money's not going to make you happy alone. But I will tell you, money will give you a ton of choices. Money will buy back some of your time, and money will fix some of your problems. So define wealth, yes. Financial freedom, but most importantly, freedom to spend time with your family, your loved ones, to do what you want to do. Wholesaling has allowed me to forge a relationship with my kids. Yes, I do have a daughter on top of it, and I'm able to spend time. I didn't ask them to come in wholesaling. I showed the way. I led the way. Now, I didn't always do it perfect, but I've had a lot of experience. And he went to college, everything smart, and just said, listen, I want to do what you do, Dad. It's like amazing. And he cut it from the ground up, and here we are 7-8 years later, and he loves this business just like I do.
Exactly. So we've done over 5,000 combined wholesaling deals, 2,000, 3,000, and really, what you got to know is why you should listen to us. We're not the richest ones, but we are the only ones that are going to show you everything for free. Like, we're the only 7-figure wholesalers that are just going to unveil everything you need to become successful. That's the reason why I believe you guys should be listening to us. Now, big question. I get this all the time. Zach, is wholesaling legal, right? We just had this law in South Carolina. Oh, it's wholesaling. I had every guru and their mom say wholesaling was illegal. And so just really quick, that law got passed, and it banned wholesaling. But guess what happened? On May 9th, the governor and the legislators revised the law because they wrote it wrong.
Correct.
And on the last line 44 of that law, it says, wholesaling does not refer to assigning contracts. And it said on another part, which I showed screenshots of, that assignment of contracts are completely legal. And so it literally, it said twice that wholesaling is actually legal. And so I get all these people screaming at me. I would love to, I'm not going to do it, but I would love to say a couple of things to some wholesaling gurus that say that stupid, bad information. But wholesaling, guys, is wholesaling legal? Wholesaling real estate, and I stand on my business here, is legal in all 50 states in the United States of America. It's true. There's only one state that has a limit, and that's Illinois. Now, things are changing. I'm seeing in Illinois. We're not going to get into it today. But that's the only state that's limited, but it's still completely legal to wholesale in the state of Illinois. Now, we're trying to get a deal in our first 30 days. That's what we're doing. That's why you're watching this. This is why we're getting it going. Now, our first 30 days, let's kind of break it down to day number 1. We're not even week 1. Let's get into day 1. Okay, so we're getting started. We want to get our deal fast. What do we do? What is the process? Now, really, this might be your first time even hearing about wholesaling. This might be your first time trying to get into this business, right? And so I would say for day one, we should be gathering information. We should learn the wholesaling process, kind of learn what's a cash buyer, what's cold calling, what's texting, all these little things, right? Let's just kind of get a little used to this, right? Let's just get some information of the process, right? We're going to go through freewholesaling.com. So FYI, guys, I do have over 250,000 active people logging in every single day to a free course. It's called freewholesaling.com. It teaches wholesaling real estate for free. Now, the reason why we have a course and why we just don't have videos out on the internet, which we do have videos like this, right? Yeah. But the reason is because, unfortunately, YouTube has some privacy policies where I can't screen share some information about how to pull lists and stuff. YouTube doesn't allow that. I know it's crazy, but it's their automated system. So I have to make a free course. I have to pay tens of thousands of dollars every single month for private servers because there's that much data for you guys to learn the information, because I have 250,000 people logging every single day, but I do it for free because the information should always be free. Now that's day one. We're getting some knowledge. I give you 1 day. I give you 1 day to learn, and then get to work, right? That's day two. So day two, now we got to figure out, do we need to go virtual? Do we need a locally wholesale rate? Well, what's the process here? We got to find our wholesaling friendly title company. And then what we're going to do is hop on a one-on-ones, guys. I let anyone talk to me one-on-one for free, and you for free, literally on YouTube. And so we allow anyone really to do that. And so we got to start talking to me one-on-one, which I allow anyone to do for free because I'm not a wholesaling guru. And we can start getting some deals. Now we're in week one. So after day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 7, what should we be doing here, right? What's the process? So let's listen to what this handsome millionaire has to say. Number 1, don't be a dummy. Pull a government list. Week 1, we're going straight into it. That's what we're doing, okay? We are going to be pulling government lists. On top of that too, we are going to be focusing on another actionable step here, and this is going to be finding 5 qualified cash buyers. What did I say? I said qualified. Okay, what does this mean? We don't want to deal with fake or terrible cash buyers that aren't real, right? We want to deal with real cash buyers. Okay, people are actually buy our houses for cash. There's a lot of fake buyers out here. We teach you the process. Make sure these buyers, I would say just a quick lesson. This is just like really simple, okay? You have to own at least 2 houses to be qualified a cash buyer, in my opinion, right now. I see so many people overcomplicate
Everyone's
this.
a cash buyer.
Do you own 2 houses? Do you own 2 property? Show me 2 houses you own. Give me the address. If not, you're not a buyer, okay? Honestly, we went back and we looked at all of our cash buyers, right? Thousands and thousands of deals, and 99% of them owned at least 2 property, right? At least 2 houses. Yeah. So it's pretty simple. It's not a complicated process. And so then we'll go back here. We're going to start finding buyers, and we're start pulling government lists. Now, what are government lists? What are these things? These are lists you can get from the government that cost $0 at all. That's right, because you're broke. You got no option, right? I'm not telling you to go drop $4,000 on some PPC type stupid thing. No, you're going to have to go out here and pull government lists. These are lists you get from the government. So for example, probates. So what are probates really quick?
Probate is just a legal process when someone passes away to basically wrap up their financial affairs, particularly titles to cars, boats, RVs, bank accounts, and real estate. Someone's appointed. Your job is to find out who's appointed, make sure that the deceased person owns real estate, and you get in contact them. They basically have the same power to sell the property as the deceased person. Most of these houses are outdated. They wind up being wonderful deals, in my opinion, the most profitable deals. And this is a strategy that's been around since the turn of time. It works wonderful.
Love probates. They're great. I would say the arrest records with some factors, right? Maybe a high equity, maybe a vacant right. I mean, they're arrested, it's a vacant, right? But like maybe a pre-foreclosure type. But really anyone that's got arrested, that's a great list to be pulling. You probably never heard of that. Code violations, this is a list of people that are behind on code enforcement because they violated some code. Tall grass, structural damage. Sometimes the house has broken windows or something stupid like that, but it's definitely a list that gets a lot of great wholesaling real estate deals. So you see all those checks, they're mostly pulling government lists. Liens are another great one. These are people who got judgments on them, not paying something, credit card, they're not paying their taxes. A great list to get, it's absolutely free to do. And the water shut-off list. Guys, if the water's not running in the house, it's not a fun place to be.
No.
And these people have ugly houses, and we can start making a lot of money wholesaling these type of deals. Same with the fire damaged properties. The house is on fire. It's going to go. Most people think of fire damaged property, it's like it's burned to a crisp.
Nah.
And no, it's maybe the kitchen or the bathroom. Those are the two areas where the fire damage properties are usually at. They're great. You make a lot of money doing this, right? And so really for week one, just focus on really 3 government lists to pull. And so I would say at least 500 records you should be pulling for week one in total. So if we want an actionable game plan step for the first week, pull these 500 government lists. Now, guys, at freewholesaling.com, you can look over my shoulder, literally look over my shoulder, and I'm pulling the government list with you. So I tell everyone to go to freewholesaling.com, right? Like, you look over our shoulders, right? There's got Rick doing the probates, you got me doing it, you got you cold calling, me cold calling, you talking to us, all these great things, right? Government lists are amazing. And so I would say you should pull at least 500 government lists. It's not that complicated, I promise you. Organize it in Google Sheets. You get the information. I like to get like first name, last name, property address, mailing address, and then skip tracing. We'll talk about that a little later. And just organize the information.
And guys, on the government list, listen, if you ask for 6, 7, 8, or 9, that's fine. Just try to get like half of them. You're going to get some resistance. To overcome resistance, you got to beat it with persistence. Remember, you have to strive. Don't just accept no. The reason we want you to do government lists, because every other guru is going to tell you, do direct mail off the front. I love direct mail. It's just not a starter strategy. I don't even care if you have money or not. You need to learn how to talk to people. Government list is the fastest way to get the best, most motivated list and get your first few deals under your belt. Then you get some money. You can open up your marketing strategies.
I agree. So organize the government lists with the Google Sheets. It works really, really well. And then we're going to skip trace. There's free and paid ways to do it for your skip tracing, right? Now, if you have no money and you want to find somebody's phone number, go to cyberbackgroundchecks.com. I'm not going to complicate it. I'm not going to say anything else really about this. If you got a list of someone who, let's say they have an ugly looking house, you're trying for dollars, and you want their phone number, that's the best website for free. You got no money.
Free.
How do we figure out this? It had your personal address and phone number. It had my personal address and phone number, which thought I hit it pretty good. Yeah. We were able to remove your personal information from that website, which
we recommend. Yeah.
But like most people don't know about, it's a secret website that we give out for free. It's an amazing one, Cyber Background Checks. Also, you can do bulk unlimited skip tracing for free. So basically, you can upload 1,000 leads into dmzack.com. It'll spit out instantly all 1,000, so you're not manually doing it. dmzack.com is still the only paid software that basically has free unlimited skip tracing. So check it out, dmzack.com. Now, on top of this too, we're in week one, so we're going to have to start marketing. All right. So we're going to just, I'm not telling you to go do something crazy, right? Week one, we're just pulling the data, but let's kind of get some thoughts on what do I do with this list? Because your question's like, okay, Zach, I have 500 probates, right? What do I do with these, right? What do I do? Do I just sit on it? Do I manifest? Do I pray? No, you reach out to these sellers, right? And so there's different ways you can go out here with a list and get deals. And so one's drawing for dollars and what we call reverse drawing for dollars. And this is basically, people are watching me, they're sick of me talking about this, but like you get in your car.
Well, they haven't heard you for 2 weeks. So.
I know. So they get in the car, they look for ugly looking houses. And once you find the ugly house, you can put in the software, you can just put it on your phone, whatever. Some people drop a pin, right? But basically you can drive for dollars and find the ugly house. Now, one thing I did before I started using software was if you have an iPhone or an Android, I go to voice memos and you click voice memo, say 123 Main Avenue. Guess what it does? It geo-points that voice memo. Also, if you take a picture of the ugly house, every picture geo-points it so you can get the address like that. It's another really cool one. But for voice memos on iPhone, if you just click it, it will automatically pop up an address. Kind of crazy, but drawing for dollars for free. It's my broke guy's guide to it because I've been there, guys. And so it's tough. Reverse drawing for dollars is take a sticky note, you slap it on the ugly house and say, hey, this is Zach, I have a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. And so that works really, really well. Now, on top of this too, you can SMS text blast. And we're going to do a bigger push on this, I think, at the end of the year. But there's a lot of free ways to text motivated sellers. And we teach this in freewholesaling.com how to do, but you can send text for free. You guys will pay for it, but you can also do it completely for free. Now, the next one before you roll your eyes, this again, right? Everyone hates cold calling for some reason, but like, guys, it's you gain skills talking to sellers, you get in front of the seller, and you get the deal. And so you're watching this because you want those checks, right? You want to be like that person. Well, guess what they did? A lot of them did cold calling. So if you want to be like that, you have to do what they're willing to do. A lot of people want to be ripped, but they don't want to have a good diet and they don't want to work out. How do I eat Pop-Tarts all day and fast food and not work out and still get jacked? It ain't going to work. And so unfortunately, if you want to be like those people that we showed in the beginning, you have to be like them. Think about it. I just said, if you want to be like them, you have to be like them.
Yeah.
And so if you want to be like Rick and make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, you're going to have to do what he did. Simple as that. And so if you want to be, I have people talking about all the time like, Zach, I want to be just like you. I'm like, oh, you want to be just like me? Okay, well, what did you do, Zach? I want to be just like you. Okay, well, I sat down in my dorm room from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m., 5 days a week, 5 hours a day for a year straight, cold calling. Nonstop, no breaks, never gave up, and never stopped. This is why when you see me do live cold calling, I am elite at it, and I'm very, very good at it. Why? Because I put in the work. And so you want to be like me, do what I do. Oh, I don't know about that, right? See, that's the difference.
And you guys got to understand, if you use us, we're going to give you the best information possible. That's our entire goal with everything we do with freewholesaling.com and talking to you. But like, even if you pay someone, you're still going to have to take the journey. There's no way around it. You have to do that. So like, some people think if you pay someone, you can skip the journey. It's actually the complete opposite. Your expectation's so high and they go, no, go make 500 cold calls or go spend $5,000 on marketing. Listen, we know a lot of you don't have money. You're getting started. It's how I started. It's how he started. That's how we teach it. If you can get great wholesale deals with little to no money, you will be a master when you pay for leads. So that's why we start you out on the rudimentary government list, because they're the best motivated ones. They will cut your teeth on it and you'll learn the wholesaling business. Then you can put money aside and then invest in future marketing things. But learn the fundamentals of wholesaling. Nobody teaches it anymore. It's gone. That's what we're here for.
Exactly. And so cold calling is great. You can put bandit signs out. We have something called digital bandit signs, right? You can even reverse wholesale government lists. And that's a crazy process, but you can find the buyer first, see where they want to go, pull the government list, and then go after those areas that the buyers want to buy. But really for week one, work on creating a master plan, just a list of all the data we're pulling. Get the right scripts at freewholesaling.com and really trying to get your stuff together. And so let's recap week one. Okay, week one, what are we doing? We're going to find 5 qualified cash buyers that actually want to buy our property. Go to freewholesaling.com. We show you the right questions to ask to qualify and make sure they own at least 2 houses. Start pulling at least 3 type of government lists. I would say 500 in total is going to be my requirement. Make sure that at least 500 government lists are pulled. And then I think that's pretty much it on that end. I think 500 and then really kind of get your ducks in a row. That's the best way that I can explain this.
Yeah.
Get your ducks in a row and get it going. So that's week one. Let's get into week 2 here.
Okay. I'm going to give his voice a little bit of break. So guys, give an online clap for Zach there. So let's keep moving on here. I got it. So now we're talking basically about week number 2 on this. And then basically how we want to do this is going to be the take action plan. Basically your implementation. Guys, this is where you actually have to put your action plan to work. This is where you're actually going to wind up doing the work. So the first thing you do is start driving for dollars. This is just the art of going out and finding ugly houses and just write the addresses down. Now you can do it manually. I did it old school for a long time, or you use dmzac.com through Deal Machine. Guys, no matter what, don't overlook this technique, because driving for dollars is absolutely amazing because you put your eyes on properties and you create a list. They're much more powerful than any list you're going to buy. They do require work. So I put it in bright red here. You have to take action. This stuff is not going to do it on its own. You get the list, you have your prospects, now you got to turn them into leads. So we have to know how to do that. So you are going to have to spend 5 to 10 hours marketing a week. Guys, this is the critical part of wholesaling that you have to do. This is actually your specialty. This is going to be your superpower, because you have to look for motivated sellers. Motivated sellers are people that need to sell their house and avoid the people that want to sell their house. Now, how do I do this? You have to make a schedule and stick to it. You have to write a marketing plan. Me and Zach constantly teach people how to write a marketing plan, because if you don't put it in action, you don't write it down, it's most likely never going to come to fruition. You have to move forward with it. So I know that was a lot, but with week 2, let me just give a recap. So you've already pulled your list. So this is the part you actually have to take action. Week 1 is all about educating yourself through freewholesaling.com, pulling a list, pulling those government lists, and understanding you are going to get resistance. You're going to overcome resistance with persistence, and you got to put it in. No matter what, people tell you no, just keep charging forward. Go over to freewholesaling.com. We teach you how to play with resistance and have fun with it. No longer is it a huge challenge. Guys, 100 sticky notes. This is where we're going to do the reverse driving for dollars. Take your government list. My favorite ones, code violations. You want to do code violations and tax delinquencies and pre-foreclosures. Of that, you should be able to get 100 leads, put a sticky note on the door, say, hey, listen, got a quick question. Give me a call, Rick, and then put your virtual phone number. That's it. You got to organize a plan to go through it. You either use dmzac.com or figure it out on maps on your own. But guys, the reason why we do these sticky notes, because they have a high rate of return calls. Imagine if someone stuck a note on your door, you would be the first one to call it back. Why? Because you're extremely curious. And when you're curious, you engage your prospects, you have an opportunity. The more opportunities you have in wholesaling, the more money you're going to make. You have to create these opportunities. You have to do this. A lot of you sit back, pull your list, and you're like, what do I do now? This is the plan to go forward and keep it going. Listen, your driving for dollars list, you can leverage your list. Not only can you do the physical driving for dollars, but you can actually do virtual driving for dollars. We provide plenty of software for you to do it. You can do it with dmzac.com, with Deal Machine. You can do it with PropStream. You can do it with so many things. But like, understand that 5 to 10 hours is going to equate to what most people do in a 30 or 40 hour week on their own. So if you understand that, you have to put it in the plan. How do you do this? You actually have to time block it out. I like to do it in a couple hour blocks. Zach's got a little bit different strategy how he does it. Whatever's going to get you disciplined and working. You guys know I'm a self-admitted ADHD. I have to work in 2 hour blocks. That's what works best for me. But you've got to make a decision how you want to do that there. So I'm clicking. Got it. So simply, you got to create a schedule and stick to it. And guys, you have more free tools ever in 2024 to create these schedules. They're very advanced. Most of them are free. I would just stick with Google because it's simple. You guys can have it right there on your phone. You can have it on your computer, and they both talk to each other. You can dictate a schedule. You can put it in. It's never been easier. I go back to the old days when we had the written planners. They were extremely complicated. I forget the name. But today, it's never been easier. The key is create the schedule and hold yourself accountable to it. I can't hold you accountable. Zach can't hold you accountable. Your neighbors can't hold you accountable. If you create a schedule and you're committed to wholesaling and you want to get the big checks, you've got to go out and do the marketing. So we are going to move on to week 3 now. You want to take this one? Mm-hmm. Okay, Zach's going to run you through it.
So week 3. Now we worked a little easy on you in week 2, going to be honest. And I was too easy on you in week 1. So this is when we start ramping it up. This is when we start actually getting some work done. So first off, we pull all these lists. We're going to skip trace them. That's what we're doing. Week 3, skip trace 1,000 records. Now we should already have 1,000, right? We should have at least, you should honestly have 1,300, just being honest, but whatever. But let's say you get 700 government lists, should be 500, 500, and then at least 200, maybe 300, maybe 200, maybe if you're nice. But really you should have at least 1,000 government lists, 700 government lists, about 300 driving for dollars, so 1,000 leads to skip trace. Now, what I'm going to tell you to do here is you're going to have to call and text all 1,000 records. That is right. We're going to need you to call and text all 1,000 records. Now, here we're going to get some leads. We're going to start doing some deals. And what we're going to do here is we're going to start going on appointments. We're going to start closing deals and writing contracts. That is the point here for week 3. Have a dispositions plan, a plan on how to find buyers, how to sell the deals right. This is very important. Now, going into week 4-ish, right? I mean, depends where. We're just getting to work, guys. All right, so we're going to find cash buyers. We're going to start assigning the contract. And we're going to start getting deals closed. This is really important. And so that's 30 days. That is the entire process. It is not as complicated as it seems. Now, in your first 30 days, and let me talk about some of the biggest lessons I've had in my first 30 days. Number one, confidence and skills are going to come from experience. Now, what do I mean by this? A lot of you guys are going to be very nervous starting out. You're going to ask yourself, how do I gain confidence? I'm super scared to talk to motivated sellers. I'm so nervous right now how to do this, right? And I get it. You're watching this, you're nervous, you don't know what to do. And I personally get it, right? Like you're nervous talking to a seller. And it's the best way for you to gain confidence is experience. Now, who here knows what the definition of confidence is in Zach's wholesaling playbook, right? I have a certain definition of confidence. Let me know if anybody watching this knows exactly what I'm talking about, right? What is confidence? Well, to make it a little easier and a little quicker for you, confidence is a belief in what you say. Straight up, that's what it is. There's no other way around it. It is a belief in what you say. That is what confidence is. And what I mean by this is when you're cold calling and you don't know how to talk to sellers or you don't know what you're doing, you sound a little quiet. But if you talk about something you like, I know a lot of people love soccer. They go, oh, I love soccer. Oh, I love my team. Oh, Manchester, blah, 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 right? Because they believe in what they're saying. And a lot of wholesalers, especially beginners, they don't believe in what they're saying. They don't believe in the words coming from their mouths. They don't believe that they can help a seller out or that they should be the person that a seller should go to, right? And this is a problem. Now, once you go through experience and you start doing maybe 10, 15 deals, you're just like, well, everyone believes me, right? And I've helped so many people out, I should be able to do it, right? It's all about a belief in what you're saying. And so start believing in the words you say. This is the fastest way to skyrocket your confidence without experience. So I got a lot of people like, Zach, okay, to gain confidence, I need experience. But what if I have no experience? Believe in what you say. This is it. I don't know what else to tell you. Believe in the words you say. Your words have meanings. This is why I tell people, don't say, I'm going to try to get into wholesaling or I'm going to try to get my first deal. Say, I will get my first deal. Words are super important, okay? If you understand your words, a lot's going to change. Now, one thing I'm going to say is there's this book, is it called Eat the Frog? It had that concept in there. But basically, this is a cool saying that I've heard a lot of, and I love it. It's basically eat the frog. And so if you are, this is a personal story, but I do not like frog legs. I do not like eating them. I think they're disgusting. I don't know why people eat that. That is just weird. Just being honest, okay? Now, if I was forced to eat a frog, so let's say I give you a nice fat toad, all right? A big fat toad, all slimy and nasty, okay? And I say, you have to eat this in the next 24 hours or you die. You're gonna eat it because you don't want to die, right? What are you going to do? Are you going to wait all day with mental anguish in your mind about, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have to eat this toad. Oh Lord, oh my gosh, what do I do? Oh Lord, and do you wait till like the last hour? I know some people watching this are procrastinators, like I'm going to wait till the last hour to eat the toad. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drink a lot of water. It ain't going to be fun, but I'm just going to get it over with because you suffer more in your mind than you do in reality. And so there's less suffering in just eating the frog starting out than going through an entire 7 hours of thinking about eating the frog, right? It's like if somebody, would you rather somebody just punch you in the face now or say, hey, I'm going to punch you in the face in 8 hours from now? It sucks. You got to think about it. You got to go through the whole day thinking about someone's going to punch you in the face. Just get it over with. Just make it easier, right? And so I'll tell everyone, eat the frog. The frog is the hard work. The frog is the drawing for dollars. The frog is the reverse drawing for dollars, right? The effort we got to put in. All this work is just better just to get it over with now. And so this comes down to eating the frog, right? This is going to be us showing up every day. This is us doing the work every single day, us doing the effort that we know we need to do. This is the reason why we're doing this. Show up and do the work every day. Guys, you are going to go through struggle. I don't know what else I could say about this. A lot of people want a peaceful life of no struggles, right? Guys, if you are a human being, okay, you will go through some type of struggle in your life. Even if you're a really rich guy, your mom or dad's going to pass away one day. It's just the unfortunate truth of life. Where you are, someone you love, or a dog or a cat, right? Nobody goes through life unscathed. Now, some people go through a lot worse, and I completely understand that. but there's struggle to life. And so just adding another struggle on the thousands of struggles you have to go through in your life, it's just a drop in the bucket, honestly. A lot of people don't want to deal with their struggles until the struggle comes to them. I'm always the type of guy to say, just let's go through it now and just rip the Band-Aid off. And so go through the struggle. You will always feel better. And after the struggle, it's a lot easier to go through struggles when you're rich than when you're poor. And so go through the struggle now, get rich, you'll be good to go. And so there are 10 steps to wholesaling real estate. So let's go over the 10 steps we just talked about today to get deals. Step 1, find the right wholesaling market. All right, so if you're a good local market, do your local market, right? Step 2, find the right title company or the right closing attorney. Easy, right? Step 3, find 5 qualified cash buyers. Qualified, not fake buyers, not stupid guru trained buy, no, just 5 actual cash buyers. Step 4, we're gonna pull 3 government lists, whatever ones you want, you'll be fine. Step 5, we're gonna pull 100 driving for dollars leads a week. Very important here. Step 6, we're gonna skip trace all 1,000 records. Super important, we're gonna skip trace all 1,000 of those records. We are then going to call and text them. Scriptshopfreewholesaling.com, baby. Don't know what else to say, freewholesaling.com. And we're gonna find the sellers, we're gonna lock up the deal, and we're gonna lock it up and get our first deal, right? Boom, then we're gonna sell the deal to the qualified cash buyer. And then 10, we're going to close the deal. Simple as that, we get our money and we're good to go. So that is 10 steps to cash buyers and basically getting it sold to the cash buyer to get our first deal, right? That was it, simple as that. So let's kind of recap, screenshot of this, go over this if you want in your mind really quick. Guys, if you have questions, I will answer it at the end. But basically, this is the 10 steps. Guys, if you have not gotten your first wholesaling deal, screenshot this. This is really important for you guys out here, right? All right, screenshot, we're good to go. All right, let's keep going.
I'm back. So let's recap. Let's talk about your action plan now. First thing, just guys, go over to freewholesaling.com. I'm not going to hit you over the head with a credit card. It's been out there for plenty of years. We are the only ones that put our course content out there and make it 100% free, no catch at all. So you can feel safe going out knowing hundreds of thousands of people gone through it. We've had tens of thousands of people with success in it. Start your journey there. We're not going to keep you there, but you're going to study there. Next.
Well, freewholesaling.com, I mean, that's where all the info is.
That's where all the info is.
And so action step number 1, okay, guys, go to freewholesaling.com. I don't know what to tell you. Like, guys, we say it so many times, but that's where you get the information, guys. If you don't know the rules of the game, you're not going to play well. If you don't know how to play basketball, you're going to be really behind the curve, okay? Just learn the rules of the game. And I tell everyone, go to freewholesaling.com. It gives you information. A lot of people don't want to go through the course because it's a lot of work. Guys, would you rather stay broke or learn how to get rich? I don't know what to tell you. If you got no money, this is it, freewholesaling.com. Next here, it's a $7,000 course that is completely free. It's a course that's $0. I could sell it for $7,000 and get people to buy it every single day, but I give it out for free because this is what the people need. Guys, what I say in the beginning, information in wholesaling real estate should always be free. And it's my commitment to you, my promise, the information of wholesaling real estate shall always be free.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And guys, inside of freewholesaling.com is basically we have a 30-day wholesaling challenge. It takes you step by step every day and shows you exactly what to do.
So we have a 30-day wholesaling challenge in there, right?
Yeah. So if you're like, okay, I don't know what to do after day 1, then click on it and we'll guide you through it. You got to hold yourself accountable. And what Zach said earlier is, it would easily be a $7,000 course. I have the expertise, he has it, do it. Why don't we charge it? Because I'm in this for the long run. And like, I always thought it should have been free when I started. But like, there's these people just say, hey, I got to listen, if they want to charge for it, that's it. You vote with 2 things. You vote with your pocketbook and you vote with your time. Use it wisely. I don't believe you're going to get a better course on wholesaling than what me and Zach do. And I promise you, if you don't believe us, go look at the testimonials. I don't ask for testimonials. I was taught by gurus, make sure you get a testimonial from everyone. Why? If it's really good, you scream to the world, it's great. We've been doing it almost 4 years right now. Our testimonials, which we don't ask for, people do it on their own. That's the name of the game. You've got to understand how this works, guys. This is your action plan. This is what you need to do. It's not complicated. You just got to get started. There's never been a better time to start wholesaling right now, 2024. Guys, ignore the noise. It's not illegal. It's 100% legal. I don't know why people are rooting against wholesaling, but I'm rooting for it. I want you guys to win. If I'm doing it and making money from it every day, I want to show you step by step exactly how to do that.